Today is the day that we're going to put our root cellar into the hole. So there's the root cellar.
Those sinkholes in front.
And we're going to seed it.
Ate by birds.
Welcome back to Todd Family Farm. Today we are going to be grading our hole for our root cellar. So this is part 2 of putting in our root cellar. If you have not seen the first video where we dug the hole, I would recommend that you go watch that. It's a good video. You can watch that right up there. So make sure you go do that and then come back and watch this video. But today we're going to be grading our hole. So you can see it's not very smooth, it's not very level. So our goal today is just to get all that smooth and level because they're going to be bringing in the root cellar tomorrow. So got to get everything ready for that today.
Okay, we're going to use some pegs in here to grade. So there's a lot of stuff you learn in school that's worthless, really. But some of it's will work nice. And one of the things that's good to know is what a hypotenuse does and how to square up a rectangle. So I'm going to show you. We're gonna set us a square down here. So that's what you're going to see next. We've got 4 pegs we're going to put in the ground, and the bottom that touches the ground of our root cellar is 12 foot long, but it's only a 104-inch base by 64-inch base. So you need to find out what the hypotenuse of a 64 by 104-inch polygon is. So the reason that's important is so your hole is square. So if you put a peg right here, and let's just say this is 104 inches, which obviously it isn't. You need to have this up here at, let's say that's 64, this would be 104. If you're not, you can't just measure 64 and 104 because this shape right here, this shape would also, right there, that would also be, you could make a shape like that, and that's obviously not a rectangle, that's a diamond or a rhombus, and but you could still have the correct measurements. You could still have 64 by 104 by 64 by 104. So what you do is you get the hypotenuse and you pull it right here and you figure out your hypotenuse, and which is a squared, the Pythagorean theory, a squared times b squared equals c squared. So what you do, and actually all you have to do is go on Google and put what's the hypotenuse calculator and punch in 64 by 104, and it comes up with 122. So if you have to pull from this corner to this corner and make sure it's 122, and this corner to this corner and make sure it's 122. If it's off, you can still have 64 by 104 by 64 by 104, but this will be a shorter measurement than this will. And so the way some people, they don't even figure their hypotenuse, they just pull diagonals and make sure that and then whatever the diagonals is, that's what they go by. But we're going to set it up here, and I know that I'm going to have to be close to 122 on my diagonals here. You see that, Emma? So we're going to set this up in here, and I'm going to put 64 by 104, and then I'm going to make sure my cross measurements are 122. Then I know we'll be square. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're ready for it. You can see it there. We put water in there. We made a little bit of soup on the top. Make sure it's soft. There's nothing hard, no rocks or anything that set high. We took the laser transit right there and we graded it all. And you saw Emma and I doing that. Then I took and I sprayed it down to see if the water was going to pool in any direction. Then I kind of filled in a little bit in that direction. So hopefully It'll be soft, and where it can kind of sit down. You see, right over on this side over here is a little bit high. That's a little concern, but it's not far off. So just a little bit high over there. Otherwise, it's pretty consistent, and I think that'll be soft enough that it can set, and it'll get itself settled in nicely. So you just don't want any real high spots, and I don't think we have any real high spots. So I think we're set.
Alright guys, the hole is graded. It is ready for the root cellar, and that is supposed to come in tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, it is the next day, and today is the day that we're going to put our root cellar into the hole. So the truck should be here with it any minute. We're going to get this put in. Hopefully it all goes smoothly and goes in well, but yeah, hope you enjoy. Okay, the truck has arrived.
Okay, he's going to come around here. We're going to put her in.
That should be right behind.
That's all you got down here.
So we're just putting a little bit of sealant in between the top and bottom layer so that it seals together nicely.
It needs to be 3 inches to the south. Pretty good.
Alright, the guy just left. There's the root cellar. It looks really nice, and now we're gonna start covering it.
We see that undercut needs some special attention to get dirt packed in there tight. So that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, you got to get it all the way, or else you'll have some air pockets, and then them air pockets will settle and have those sinkholes in front. Okay, we're gonna keep trying to pack some dirt as he's putting it in. That way it'll settle a lot less. So we're gonna push and all. So that's what we're doing. And these little ones are good for running around and packing.
going pretty good. We're just about finished. We're just going to put like another bucket or two on here, and then we're going to be done and just let it settle for a while and call it good. Okay, it is a little while later. We have been working on it for a while now, and we've got it pretty much how we like it. The only thing that we really have left to do, we're going to smooth this off a little bit, just kind of get all the big clods out, and then we're going to seed it and put some grass seed on it. So that's about the only thing we have left to do on this, and then this project will be finished. So we are planting rye, which is what they're planting right now, and then we also have this, which is grass seed for lawns, and the rye is going to come up faster than the grass, and it's going to protect the dirt from erosion and give the grass time to grow up correctly.
Okay, well, we've got some corn stalks over here. We call it stover. It's just stalks. And we're going to take and sprinkle it all around. Abby's got a handful there. And it does two things. Don't get it too thick, girls. It needs to be spread out. It'll kill the grass. Whip it around, Emma. Whip it. Yeah. There you go. Well, it'll do three things. It holds moisture in, which is good. It'll provide a residue, a residual organic matter to keep the dirt from moving if it was to rain. So the rain will hit that and it won't splatter and run as bad. It'll push that down into the ground. Third is Jocelyn's hens will get down there and eat all the rye grain out of that we spread out. So we don't want the dirt dug in. We don't want it dust bathed. We don't want the chickens eating the seed. So we'll put this on it. And we'll try to, this will hold moisture, hold dirt, keep it from splattering, and it will keep the seed from getting ate by birds. I've went in and cleaned up. So the girls, they went and done chores late, and they still in their work clothes, and they're harder workers than I am. So I'm kind of lazy here doing nothing, but here we go. You guys need to get it really spread out. That's way too thick in some spots. It'll kill the grass. There you go, Abby. You do a good job. There you go. Now you're talking, Emma.
Okay guys, it is actually a little while later because I went inside and got cleaned up and had some supper, and now I'm back out here to film an outro. So there's the root cellar. I really hope you guys have enjoyed watching us make the root cellar, and we have another big project coming up, so stay tuned for that. Should be good. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Turn on your notification bell. That way you get notified every single time we post a new video. Check out our website and buy some merch. toddfamily.farm, linked in the description. We really appreciate all of your support, and we really appreciate everyone who watches our videos. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.